Welcome back, everybody. This is Glockman4519. I am back with another ROM overview or ROM review. This one is quite a surprise to me. It is pure Nexus Project. It is build January 29, 2016. And there are a couple things about this build that made me want to do a video on this. Number one, there were a lot of fixes done to the custom settings section on this, which I just think makes this ROM perfect. The ROM already was, I think, this is just my opinion, but I base this opinion on running pretty much every ROM that is out for the Nexus 6. That this ROM is probably the number one ROM to run. It's the smoothest ROM. It usually never has any issues whatsoever. Um, the ROM is backed by a very good developer and a very large following of people, of very well knowledgeable people. So you're going to get your questions asked. Now, what is new about this ROM? Well, what really struck me and brought my attention right away, and I heard rumor of it, but it is the inclusion of CyanogenMod's theme engine. Yes, you heard it. We now have CyanogenMod CM13's theme engine on this ROM, and it is working perfectly. I always said when I did the reviews in the past that, in my opinion, what this ROM really needed was CyanogenMod's theme engine incorporated into the ROM. And it's very hard to make two ROMs, one based on layers and one based on TE, and it's even harder to keep both of those ROMs updated. So, I'm really wondering how this is going to be kept up to date, and I'm definitely going to be following this very closely because as it is right now, there are two January 29 builds, one for CyanogenMod theme engine and one with layers. So this review here is going to be the one with the theme engine on. Then I will go and download and install the layers theme and do a video review on that for you guys too. This is going to be a longer than normal video. Again, guys, I like to be thorough, so if you guys don't like long videos, I suggest you move to somebody else's video. Alright, so let's get into this. I want to go to About Phone. This is for the Nexus 6. This is the Pure Nexus Project, and it is by Beanstown 106. I am running the Pure Nexus kernel. I'm having no issues whatsoever with this kernel. It's super smooth. Scrolling is spot on. No lags. No stuttering. I mean, it's running great, guys. Build number is MMB29T. Again, this is the build date on this is Friday, January 29th. I have had this ROM on for pretty much most of the day now, and I have all of my apps loaded on this, so it is getting tasked very very roughly. I've got a lot of very large apps on. Some are running in the background. Now I'm making a video, and as you can see, scrolling is just it's fluid, guys. All right. Pretty much a lot of the settings on this are your typical Marshmallow settings. So we're going to go right into what makes each custom ROM different, and that is the Pure Nexus settings. Now, what they updated with this. What's really nice about this is when you go into the drop down and then you go into the screen. I'm going to show you guys. We'll go to the lock screen settings. As you can see, we have your shortcuts, your lock screen weather. You've got pretty much all of your settings for your lock screen. If you want to use those settings, they are there. Some people don't like to set up anything on their lock screen. But I like my weather and my time showing, so That's how I have it. So here are your settings for your lock screen. Now, I used to tell you guys in the past, don't hit the back button, because if you do, it's going to take you right back into settings, and you have to hit custom settings again. But if you hit your back button, it's going to take you right back to the Pure Nexus custom settings start page, which is good. This was fixed. I really, really like this. So let's go to notification drawer. You have your quick pull down, your show weather, if you want it or not. Your force expanded notifications. I'm not sure. I didn't see any um, contextual header up there. There might be in here. I might have missed it. Maybe we'll find it as I'm going through this review. Tiles. I like the way they did this. I like the way it's set up. I don't like the way Signage and Mod or any of the CM ROMs are set up, where you get a small set of tiles and you have to scroll to the right. This is the way I like my tile set up. And as you can see, when I pull my drop down, that's the way it's set up. This is the way I like it. I do not like to scroll left or right. But if you want to add a tile, you click the add button. This is what is left of what you can add, which Beanstown has been nice enough to incorporate a lot of tiles for us. These are the other tiles, if you want to look at them. They're the ones that I put on. They pretty much come with everything right up to location. And then hotspot on down is what I put, which is what I put on from the list. Then you have your other settings for that. Your enlarge first row. Again, you can switch to show 4 tiles if you want. You have your advanced location settings, brightness slider, and your disable quick settings if you so choose to just disable them. Recent apps. This is, of course, your recents menu. This you can set up to have it in nav bar only, status bar only, default. I have it set up full screen. I really like this full screen effect. We have a nice big screen on the Nexus 6, and this definitely uses this screen space very, very well. Then you have your search bar if you want to have that set up. Clear all, your clear all location, and your clear task. I'd like to see maybe a memory bar added to this. I know that a lot of the other ROMs have that. Maybe an update it'll get it. If not, it's fine. This ROM is great the way it is. I just did that. Sorry about that, guys. Status bar. You have your battery settings. Of course, you guys can. Here are the batteries to choose from. I have mine hidden because this ROM does come with the 3-minute battery mod built right in. So all you have to do is download your paid version of the 3-minute battery settings from the Play Store, and you have the 3-minute battery mod. And it works. It works just like Dirty Unicorn does. It works out of the box, no issues. Then you have your battery bar. Thank you, Mr. Beans, for that one. I have mine in the status bar, as you guys can see. I have it colored orange because of the theme I was running. I am running without a theme right now, just so you guys could see what this ROM looks like as flashed. Then you have your thickness, and of course your charging animation if you so choose to have that. Clock and date. Of course, I missed carrier label. You have your center clock position, or you can put it anywhere you want. AM, PM, date, date style, date position, and then your date format. I would like to see color on that. That would be nice. But then again, that's what theming is for. There are themes out there that will color that. One in particular I know of is called Neon. Does a very good job at coloring that. Let's see, where were we at? Oh, I forgot carrier label, just so you guys can see it is there. You can add it if you want. You have your network traffic if you want to put that. Anything with your network trafficking, you guys, of course, if you're not aware of it, what it is basically you can set it up to show your incoming or outgoing data. If you're downloading anything or if you're uploading anything, you can have it set up to show it, whether it's uploading, downloading, or both. Right now I have it disabled, but it all does work. I would like to see that, again, some setting for that where we could color it. That would be nice. Let's see, then you have your double tap to sleep and your brightness control by sliding on the status bar with your finger anywhere. Those settings I do not use, but they are there. They do work. I did try them. Okay, on to the buttons. We have nav bar. You can enable it or disable it. Of course, you have your show arrow keys, IME selector, your double tap to sleep, your kill app back button, recent long press. Then you have your button layout where you can physically move the buttons around where you want them. Basically, for anybody new to this, you hit the edit button. You physically touch the button you want, drag it where you want it, and then click the save. And then if you look down at the bottom, you can see it was moved. I am going to put it back because I like my back button like it comes stock. I'm just used to using it that way now. Oops, I'm just going to hit the back button. And then you have your nav bar dimensions. I have mine set on the largest. 48 DPI is a default. And then you can go all the way down to 24 DPI if you so choose. And of course, see how small it got now. I'm going to keep mine at 52. Nav bar width, in case anybody wants to see that. And that's it for the nav bar. Power menu. Loads of options to choose from for your power menu. Again, thank you, Mr. Beanstown 106, for this. I am one of those people that use my power menu for going where I want to go. I rarely use my drop down menu or my quick toggles. This is what I use to get where I want to go. And the more options I have here, the better, or the happier I am. And as you guys can see, there are a ton of options. So hats off to Beanstown for that. Your power rocker menu. This is where you can change or enable anything for your volume keys. Right here is where you would do that at. I basically use mine just for raising and lowering the volume, but I know you guys listen to music. Those of you that do like to have the options to skip tracks and stuff like that, that's all here. Now we're going to get into the system settings, your display. Here you have your expanded desktop. If you guys want to pick the apps that you want to show where your status bar and nav bar disappear, you can throw the apps into this group, and it will give you that expanded desktop view whenever you're in these apps. Then we have our your wake on plug. If you guys want that, I kind of like that. It lets me know for sure that the connection was there and that it is charging. You don't have to have that on, obviously, if you don't want. Then we have our LED controls, and they are all working very, very well. The only ones I really mess with are my notifications. It comes stock, all three of them, with the Android neon green. The only ones I changed are my missed call. You basically get in there, go to what color you want, and then you can change the blink speed to whatever speed you want. I normally have it on long. I don't know why I didn't change it. And on the or that's the length of the speed, and then I usually have it on. Let me see, a very slow in between the blinks. Anyways, that's it. That's how you set that up. Battery lights, that's the way it comes, just like that. The other setting under system is your media and notifications. Let me open it up. There we go. Your prevent audio ducting, camera shutter sounds, your double tap power for camera vibrate. They're all there. Heads up notification if you want to use it. I don't like heads up. I usually keep mine off. Then you have your less frequent notification sounds. Your battery saver notification and low battery notification are all there if you guys want to use them. Under utilities, you have your clock settings. This is your basic clock, weather, panel, calendar, events, savings. This is for the widget. If you guys use the widget, you can go ahead and set it up here. That way, when you put your widget on the desktop, it's all set up and ready to go for you. And last but not least are your tools and info. You have your phone info, which is all there. Battery history. This tells you what is using your battery. And your usage statistics, summary of what is using, what's been used on your phone, apps open, closed, how long they're open for, stuff like that. That's what it's there for. Then you have your Wi-Fi information, and then of course build prompt editor. I'm kind of glad that they put a build prompt editor into this. I usually use a custom app or a app from the Play Store, but I like the fact that they put it in there because there are some tweaks you can do with the build prompt if you know what you're doing. Again, make a backup before you do anything with the build prompt editor. Well, guys, as you can see, that is it for the custom settings on Pure Nexus. Um, I just can't say enough good things about this ROM. You guys know when I find a ROM that is a good ROM, I tell you it's a good ROM. I don't hold any punches. If I think there is an issue with a ROM, I'm going to tell you that as well. And I don't see any issues with this ROM. As a matter of fact, the only reason I was not using this ROM as my primary, in my primary spot, because I am a multi-ROM user, is because of the fact that it had layers on it, and layers is just not my preference. I prefer CyanogenMod's theme engine. Now that it has theme engine on it, it's in my primary spot, guys, and it's going to stay there unless something else that comes out can outdo this ROM. And just my opinion, I don't think there's anything out there much better than this. There are other ROMs out there that are very, very dependable, that are absolutely quality built ROMs and have out of the box thinking, um, uh, the way they build it. But for if you just want a basic ROM that runs really, really good with custom features and everything, you can't go wrong with Beanstown. Well, I should say with the Nexus Project. I'm going to throw a theme on here to let you guys see that it is working. And I think I am going to go with the Deep Darkness. I just love this theme. I like to weigh it themes. So we're going to go ahead and go to System. It's a dark ROM, but it's not overly dark. And some of you guys don't like that black. This is just a really dark blue look. In my status bar, I want some color up there. So what I'm going to do for that is I'm going to go ahead and go to Neon Glow or Neon Colors, which was updated to CM13, so it works great on this ROM now. We're going to go status bar on this, hit apply. Notice how my clock, Wi-Fi, and data has now changed to a color. That's what I love. Put some color up there. Then I'm going to go back again. Let's see. I normally run Vibrance as my nav bars, but I think I'm going to go ahead and run Shadows this time for the nav bar. Just put some slightly different type of icons down there. Again, I am running Nova Launcher just in case you guys are wondering. The only other thing I do with the nav or with this is I'm going to go with the fonts, and I do have my fonts already set to transparent black is what I have it set to. So see, it's already set. I mean, I'll hit the update button, but that's what my fonts are right now. So I'm going to hit the home button. That lets everything sink in. I'll show you guys the recents. Yes, I got it. Recents in full screen. That's the way that looks themed. Then you pull up from the bottom, hit the back button. Well, I'm not going to go into my contacts in that, but I'll let you see. That's the drop down for neon color. There are the settings, and these are the settings are from, I even forget the name of it. The settings are from Deep Darkness. and that's the way that looks. And of course, then the Play Store and all that would be themed under Deep Darkness. It's got that almost translucent, you can almost see through it. Well, guys, that's it. I think I've kept you long enough. But again, this is the Pure Nexus project for the Nexus 6, and it is sporting Cyanogen Mod's theme engine, CM13, its theme engine, and working 100%. I want to thank Beanstown 106 and everybody involved in that project for all the hard work that they put into this. Guys, listen, if you're running this theme, you really need to donate. You don't even have to donate a lot, man. $1, buy them a cup of coffee. It just lets them know you care, I know I tell everybody that if you like an app, purchase the app. They usually have the free app and then the donate app. And if you like it, buy it. What's a dollar here and there? It helps the developer. It gives them a little more motivation, and if you motivate them, they're gonna want to do more for us. So that's what I say to do. Anyways, I'll get off my high horse. I want to thank all of my subscribers. Again, I never would have thought I'd have gotten to the point where I am right now with all these subscribers. But I do thank you guys, and I do welcome the comments. If you're gonna place a comment, please think about it before you place the comment. Don't be rude. If you don't like the way I do my videos, don't watch them. Okay, it's as simple as that. And hopefully, guys, I will try to get the other ROM with the layers theme loaded and get it all set up, and then I will do a video of that so you guys that run layers and love layers can see the update on that one too. And I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's just, one has layers, one has TE, but we'll see. So you guys all take care, and I will see you on the next one.